Viewers, the Colonel speaking to you live from the Grange, British Imperial YouTube Broadcasting. We're continuing with the series of his Master's Voice record sampler records. This is July 1932, parts 1 and 2. C25 is the number. Here we go.
The first of the new His Master's Voice records I'm going to play to you is a medley of old-fashioned waltzes which we've called the Gay 90s. It's played by the New Mayfair Orchestra on B4197. Now we come to Gracie Fields, who's singing a popular number, Can't We Talk It Over? She begins it seriously, but it's too much for her, and before the end she rags it mercilessly, as you'll hear on this record, B4198.
Can't we talk it over? Let's talk it over before you tell me you're through. Can't we sit together and figure whether this is the right thing to do? I ain't the fond of spending nights all alone and missing the thrill of nights that we've known. Can't we talk it over before?
Here's a tune that people like too much to rag. Goodnight Vienna. You've heard it before, but listen to this record by Sidney Gustard, played on the organ of the Gaumont Palace, Chester. B4205. Sung by Derrickson and Brown. This humming chorus, with its slightly saucy implications, should prove very attractive. The number of this record is B4204.
And then we dim the light, and then all through the night, oh, I have paid the price, but it was worth the sacrifice. For my trip to paradise.
Finally, a dance record played by Ambrose, when Yuba plays the rumba on his tuba. A brilliant arrangement, and altogether a very fascinating record. The number of this is B6190.
Down in Havana there's a funny-looking booba. He plays the rumba on the tuba down in Cuba. Oh, when he's half a sell an apple, but this chap would rather grapple with his oompa, oompa, oompa. They prefer it to a boopa, doopa, doopa. They love the rumba on the tuba down in Cuba. It doesn't take him very long to get a tumble, for all the lover rumbas go into their rumble. Oh, how I'd like to be his double, for without a bit of trouble with his oompa, 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 he can knock 11 ladies for a loompa. They love.
Well, on to the other side, viewers.
The most famous of all piano concertos is surely Beethoven's Emperor, Schnabel, who with the London Symphony Orchestra gives a magnificent interpretation on DB 1685 to DB 1689, records exclusively for His Master's Voice. Here are a few bars from the exhilarating last movement. however, should make a point of hearing this set. Peter Dawson's newest record is a grim tale of the sea. There's something at the yardarm. Notice the perfect balance between voice and orchestra on B4194.
There's something at the yardarm, swinging to and fro. There's something at the yardarm, the drums are beating slow. They swung it to the yardarm alive a while ago. They hung it to the yardarm for all the fleet to know.
We always try to give you representative selections from London's newest shows. Here are some of the best tunes from Casanova, the spectacular Strauss musical show at the Colosseum. We've also made a record from Fanfare, but the number of the Casanova selection is C2434. Excelsior is a very old war horse among songs, but Stuart Robertson and Walter Flynn put fresh life into it on the record I'm just going to play to you, B4192.
Shades of night were falling fast, one through an Alpine village path. A youthful boy in snow and ice, half wild with a strange device.
To conclude these snatches from the new His Master's Voice records, a vigorous march by John Philip Sousa, almost the last one he wrote. It is dedicated to the Royal Welsh Fusiliers, whose name it bears, and the number is B4206.
Well, that was an interesting selection, wasn't it, viewers? I do like these records. They introduced me to a sort of music I wouldn't normally listen to. Hopefully they do to you as well. Thank you, viewers. Goodbye.